Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Raw Curves Media Curvypreneur. I'm with a very lovely guest from all the way from down in Delaware, USA. And she is having the time of her life on the set already. And we're going to talk a little bit about her background. So, this lady goes by the name of Olivia.
Yes,
She's all giggles right now.
All giggles, right? All smiles sitting next to you. Thank you for having me on today. I wanted to talk a little bit about modeling and how the industry is changing. And because of that, I've had wonderful opportunities, right, to become a model later on in life. As you know, a traditional or standard model is usually of a certain age and certainly of a certain size.
That's true.
But the plus size industry has embraced those of us who are a little more mature and therefore more curvy, right? Well developed.
Not wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with being well proportioned.
Absolutely.
You gotta have a little sides.
Yes.
You gotta have your main course. You gotta have, if you're gonna have seconds, that's good.
Yes, indeed.
But you definitely need some dessert.
Ooh, okay now.
So, yes, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
a curvy woman is a 4-course meal.
Absolutely.
That's just what it is.
That's just what it is.
If it ain't true, then I must be lying.
All right now.
So, how long have you been modeling?
You know what? It's really been just about a year's time.
Really?
I know. It's amazing, actually. And it's because, like I said, the industry, not only the plus size industry, but companies and businesses are seeking models who look like your everyday woman. What I mean by that is, traditionally women were advertised, I should say, or presented by advertisements of a certain size. And so now today manufacturers of various products as well as clothing are saying, a lot of women, most of our clientele, are not of that certain size. They actually range from this to this, and shouldn't we have people that represent that? And so, so in this very short window of time, I've been able to work with 3 different designers, Gordeezy.com, which is God's original design, UnbreakableDivasBoutique.com, and then Origin by Faison, of which I am wearing today, one of her designs. And but the great thing about it is, like I said, in this short window, not only am I representing those companies on wonderful programs like yours, but I also am a print model. I also am a runway model, and I aspire to, and I know that's one of your future questions, I'm sure, but I aspire to being on television in other ways, being a spokesperson, being a red carpet presenter, and things of that nature. So I'm excited.
Now, you mentioned you in your short period of time, your short duration, that you actually competed in a competition and you won.
Yes.
And how long ago was that?
It was not that long ago. It was an Easter competition. So the month of April, I was a contestant in a hosiery and heels, which is a fabulous group of folks. Love you guys. But the hosiery and heels competition for the month of April, and it was Easter pageant, so to speak. And I was actually a first place winner of that, so I'm really excited. And but anyway, that was my very first win. I was also in the New York Fashion Weekly contest. That also ran late winter, early spring, where I came in as number 27 out of 136 contestants in a cover model contest. So I was not selected for the cover model, obviously, but number 27 is not too shabby when it's your first year out.
When you're starting out, It's never a problem because when you have that chance and opportunity, not a lot of people would go for it.
Sure.
And sometimes it's either stage fright or that they don't got the real hunger, the motivation to be part of a production. Because sometimes it's just not about doing it. Sometimes it's just about you need that encouragement.
Sure.
So have you? What made you want to become a model?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Now that's just that's a question.
It is a question.
What drove you to want to do that?
You know what's interesting? I mentioned at the beginning of the interview that the industry is seeking people like myself at this point. When I was a teenager, young 20s, I had the standard size that the industry was looking for, but I never had the height. I'm only 5'1" 3/4.
Well, hell, you know what? You know what? Which is kind of messed up is that you're there are a lot of beautiful women out there shorter than 5'5".
Absolutely.
And it's just that
who don't have those opportunities.
Yeah, they don't have the embrace of opportunities to want to become a model.
Right.
They just dress up to look sexy if they want to.
Sure.
I've actually know a plus size model from that. Usually, actually, she was from Minnesota, but she moved down to Georgia.
Oh, okay.
And me and her had off and on conversations and stuff, and then she and I finally got in touch with each other again, and then she told me her height, and I was like, "Get out of here!" Because tell you the truth, her pictures, she looked like she's about 5'7", 5'8".
Okay, sure.
When she told me she was 5'2".
I
was like, "Stop lying." I gotta get the measuring tape.
Height isn't really an issue when you're looking at a product for sale. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, that's how we look at it as consumers. Consumers don't say, because she's too short or he's too short to, make me want to buy that Coca-Cola, right? But the industry, right? The industry shaped and molded for decades and decades and decades how the standard should be. And they still do in a way. I don't want you to be misunderstood, people out there. There are still companies and that only will take a standard size model by height, size, and age. Those are still 3 factors.
That's every factor for every show, especially casting calls.
Oh, yes.
Yes. How many casting calls you been to?
I'll tell you what. I have been to 2 because I am limited by my height. I am very blessed to, although I am a more mature woman of age, I've been told, I look younger than the standard age limit that they usually do. So
now,
that was not
question
it. I'm sorry.
The question of the audience is, how old are you really?
I thought you were never supposed to ask a lady her age.
No, this is Raw Curves Media. We ask the questions.
You're catching me on the spot here. Now everybody's going to say, of course you look that old.
See, I ain't say that. My audience didn't say that. She said that. She didn't say it. They ain't say it.
Calls are coming in. I see the lines flashing.
Because the thing is, how old do you think I am?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even think about that.
There you go. See, that's a blessing part.
Absolutely. You're ageless.
Not really. No, that's a lie. I age, and I don't age very well. I don't age very well.
Are you going to tell us how old you are?
I give you 3 guesses. I give you 3 guesses.
Oh my goodness. Now I have 3 guesses.
3 guesses.
Okay, let me look closely. Look at me. You have to look at me for this one. All right, audience, help me out. No, I'm kidding. 28.
Strike one.
Higher or lower?
Can't go that one either. You just gotta go straight to a number. Just throw a number.
You are not being fair.
Hey, hell, just throw a number. As long as you don't say 50, we all right. I'll hurt my feelings.
Saying 50.
No, like we ending this conversation right now.
32.
Close, but no cigar.
Oh, close. 31. That's my last one.
Strike 3.
Oh.
You were close. 30.
Oh, see? There you go.
See,
I don't age well, he says.
I don't age well.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Now, I finally look like I'm in my 30s because people before kept saying I look like I'm in my 30s. But I sound like I'm in my 40s. I don't know how the hell 40
Oh, they
sound.
said you look like you're in your 40s?
No, yeah. That,
no, I didn't think that. No.
Because that's when I used to grow the beard and a lot of hair and everything.
Okay, yes. That can make a difference. Does that mean I don't get to answer my question?
You gonna answer your question, woman? Come on.
You know what? I am proud of my age because I actually publish it on Facebook. It's like I don't even put don't even squash the year on there. I'm like, this is what I am. No, seriously, I'm 43. I'll be 44. At the
like
end
a
of
baby
this year. Oh, stop it! You're so sweet. But anyway, but yeah. So, like I said, that's God's gift. I'm not saying I don't look like I'm 43. I'm saying that people have told me that I look younger than that, and so sometimes I use that to my advantage if there's a casting call.
She's like, I'll tell you, I'm going to kill you.
Oh!
I ain't trying to say nothing,
Okay.
at all. I ain't saying.
Now, when everybody sees your this interview internationally, they'll all be
hopefully
like,
that's
no,
it. You know what? I've actually, tell you to be honest, I just had my first international Skype interview.
Awesome.
And they're from the Czech Republic.
Oh, excellent. See? Love it. Congratulations.
Yeah, that was the couch. I felt kind of good about that. That's really nice.
You should have been feeling good about that.
It was a complicating interview.
I'm sure. Language barrier.
Barrier, and also it was a technical issues. Not on my side, it was on her side.
Okay,
but,
sure, yes.
But at least we still got it done.
Yeah.
But we managed to try
awesome.
to do it. Actually, we're going to try that again.
Yeah.
We're going to do another interview.
That'll be great.
We're trying to get that situated so we can have that real conversation going.
Okay, excellent.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a little break right now.
Okay.
As we make that break, we're going to talk a little bit more about herself, including her background in education.
All right.
So, and most definitely, I know the students definitely but give this woman an apple. Saying she's 43, whatever. Still, I'm going to have to check your ID after this. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with Olivia. We're going to talk a little bit more with her background in modeling and also education. Beautiful. So now that you being a full-time teacher, I could just I'm just like thinking like, okay, what grades do you teach?
That's a good question. I currently teach the little ones. That's first grade. But I'm certified to teach all the way through 8th grade, and I have taught kindergarten through 8th grade in my 20 years of teaching.
Sweet. Oh, 20 years. That's great.
20 years.
20 years. Have you I'm just thinking like teaching wise. Have you ever thought of if you had a project, if school want to do a project, would you want to consider on teaching your students how to model?
That's a good
have
question.
Have a little
like
school
elective?
like a little school talent show or something.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, the school that I teach at currently is very big on the arts. I would consider that to be under the window of the arts, and they have talent shows and things like that. And certainly incorporated into the talent show, you could have modeling. Also, after school programs, which actually I was just weeks ago promoted to being the director of the after-school program.
Sweet. Congratulations.
Oh, why, thank you.
Congratulations on that accomplishment.
I appreciate that. So that will bridge sort of a gap between the school and the aftercare time, and more of an academic piece. It's hard to explain in a nutshell, but that's what my role will be as the director. My point is that currently in the program, there are after-school enrichments, meaning it could be karate, it could be golf, it could be soccer, and certainly dance, areas of dance are currently there. Why couldn't we also have modeling? So there's all kinds of possibilities.
It helps to kind of think of it, it helps a child to want to, develop the self-awareness, self-esteem.
Exactly.
It helps it builds a child's self-esteem.
Absolutely. But then on top of that, wait a minute, I got one better for you. What about also a fashion design course after school? Just think of those great little minds creating different types of designs for our future.
I'm actually picturing little kids just dressing up in all types of good outfits.
Absolutely. So, I have a good outfit I want to show you.
And that outfit is?
The one I'm wearing. May I please?
Yes, you may.
All right, as I described earlier, origin by Faison. Please use any other curves that you see here. But origin by Faison designed this here. Can you see everything?
She really want me to answer that question.
The interesting thing about this design is it's called the dress that keeps on giving. And we say that because just the basic dress itself, as you can see, right? This is the basic dress, front to back. There's all the curves. But anyway, seriously, this is an additional piece to the dress. As you saw me earlier, and I can sit back down. As you saw me earlier, I had it off the shoulder. Okay, so then in the back, right, it lays like that from the side view in the back. When we came back on, I had it here, all the way around, okay? And again, I could flip it to this shoulder if I wanted, if I feel better about that shoulder. So that's why we call it the dress that keeps on giving, because you can wear it plain as is, or you can make your ostrich feathers or whatever kind of feathers you design with Miss Faison work for you. And obviously color choices, like my color choice, which is white for today. This was custom designed for your show, just so you know. Absolutely.
She's trying to tell me something. She's flirting with me.
No, I am just
but it's all good. I'm just joking. I'm just joking with you.
Teasing. But yeah,
it's a beautiful dress. It's a beautiful outfit.
Well, thank you, and I will let her know. And I understand she might be able to do an interview with you soon.
Yeah, just give me a call on the broadcast, and
fabulous.
I'll definitely make it happen.
Wonderful. We would also like to see if we can make arrangements for Curtis Hudson of Gordisi.com to do a phone interview with you, as well as Kishna Beals of Unbreakable Divas Boutique.
I'm all about giving people opportunities
I'll be back again.
More the merrier.
Fun time.
Hey, I'm having a great time with you too.
Oh.
Everybody. Now you see what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
When it comes to Raw Curves Media, Curvypreneur is about opportunity.
Yes.
And when you get opportunities to be on the show, I'm going to tell you this.
Exciting.
Why? This is an indeemed question. Who would turn down free publicity?
Exactly.
A fool would turn down. I'm dead serious. I'm not even going to hold my tongue anymore. A fool. who just do not show up on the show, and they think that, well,
It's crazy.
either that they don't have the time, but they procrastinate, and by the time I have given you the time to come on the show,
You're very courteous, really.
I have open schedule. I already had the schedule mapped out for the month of May,
Yeah.
but this time is there's no more procrastinating. If you say you're gonna come and you don't show up, it's it. I'm not even allowed to even have myself to come after you ever again.
Right.
I don't have time for it anymore. I grew patientless for giving people opportunities to come on the show, talk about what they have done, their accomplishments, talk about their business, talk about their hobbies or their career or their goals in mind.
Exactly.
It's all about a chance and opportunity for others to know who you are. I don't know who you are, but it's about you having people to know who you are. I would love to know who you are.
Absolutely.
Who doesn't want to let other people know who they are? And
you've been so gracious. I mean, I don't want to interject, but, people don't know until, like you say, they don't know until they know. And, you have opened your doors not only to me, but to so many, and you didn't have to. I mean, that's the bottom line. You didn't have to, and yet you have. And so for people not to take advantage of, not take advantage in a negative sense, but take advantage of that in a positive sense to promote themselves or to promote, someone else, like you said, it doesn't make any sense.
Because
it's opportunity.
I just did say that the month of May was the final schedule. But that seems to be not very true.
Ooh,
Since that I am opening up a new schedule for the month of June.
Okay, excellent.
With 6 last final interviews.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
You got to make the time. Because when it comes to those other shows, some other shows might give you the opportunity, but some of them may not.
That's true.
Once the show is being aired on television and on the internet, once the episode's been aired on television, then that's when I release the video on YouTube the same very day when you're prepared. Because when you already know what you've done, you already got your interviews already down packed, so you pretty much already know what you want to expect. You expect people to take you seriously.
Absolutely.
And as a professional. You want to be professional about it, be professional. Have that common courtesy. If I give you an invitation, if you decline the invitation, that's okay. I don't have no grudges against you. But if I send you an invitation and you say you're gonna come and you don't show up, man, that's a total disrespect, Holmes.
I know that's right.
That's a total disrespect, man. I don't understand why people keep trying to disrespect me. I'm trying to respect you. I'm taking you seriously.
I love it.
But it's all good.
It's all good. Because the Lord's going to bless you. You know that for open up the doors as you have already.
That's all it takes, man. It's the first season. By the time the first season making it, by the time the first season makes that goal point for other people to see what Raw Curves Media Curvypreneur is based on. And others now people see me on Facebook announce about a special guest that myself had booked to be part of a fashion / reality show.
Yes.
This
24th, right?
Yeah, the 24th of May on the production of Curvypreneur. And I'm doing the thing with you okay?
Excuse me. Thank you. Forgive me.
I'll edit that part out.
Thank you so much.
So when you have that goal in mind that you want to accomplish, always remember that when people are trying to help you and they trying to do you right, never take it for granted. If you think your shit don't stink,
all right then.
That's the other part about me. I don't sugarcoat on my show. And if your shit don't stink on when you think you're popular than everybody else and being who gives you a chance to come on the show just to show a little bit about you, you know. All right, cool.
Right.
I don't like you anyway. I could tell you right in your face. If you got the question, I'm gonna whip out with an answer.
All right now.
Just trigger me an answer. Just trigger me a question. I'll strike a match and give you the straight answer right off my tongue.
All right.
That's
now.
what Raw Curves is all about. When I say Raw Curves can talk, when Curves can talk, these sexy fool lips right here can tell you what is on his mind.
All right now.
But
yes,
that's just my little final thought.
It was a good thought.
And others to actually want to bring out that real opportunity for others to know who they are. It's about that time. This is a 2015 season. Everybody's preparing themselves for fashion shows and other competitions and pageants. You got the Full Figured Fashion Week. You got your Baltimore Fashion Week. You got your Virginia Fashion Week. You got your New York City Fashion Week.
Delaware Fashion Week.
And your Delaware Fashion Week. See, I never even knew there was a Delaware Fashion Week. And not until this lady brought it to my attention. So when she brought it to my attention, I'll give the other people a shout out.
That's right.
Hell, I even give Catherine Schaller, a lady who actually brung me to see a better light as far as production goes.
Wonderful.
She blessed me, and I'm blessing her right back.
Excellent.
She gave me a chance to redeem myself and show her what I'm about. Now I'm blessing her back.
All right, that's how it's done.
Yeah. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it is about that time to make this a air out time.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
I most definitely am happy that you came all the way from Delaware to come over here. I'm actually shocked that you actually had done it. I you know what?
Oh.
Well, the next time you come back on the show, I'm going to bless you with a gift.
Oh, this has already been a gift. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Any more gifts to come. I'm humble and thankful in advance.
There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is another production of Raw Curves Media Curvypreneur, and it is time to say goodnight.
Good night.
This is my guest, Aunt Olivia, and myself. I'm the host of Raw Curves Media Curvypreneur, Terrell Antoine Waiters, and tonight is your night. Good night.
All right.
Good. How are you?
I'm extra fine. I'm good. Straight. Chillin'. I'm actually chilling around with all my school supplies. How's everything going on, darling, since we last talked?
Everything is great. Started some new things. So everything is going well. I'm actually an on-air personality on Chubb Rock Mornings right now.
Sweet.
So we're about to be syndicated.
Awesome. I've
Thank
actually saw y'all clips y'all posted on Facebook when y'all went on Family Feud. Sadly,
Yes. Yes.
Y'all a mess. Oh man. Y'all, you know what? When you coming to New York, woman?
Well, we were actually supposed to be coming to New York this weekend. This is the weekend of our anniversary, but he's doing the Voice of God for the Triumph Awards.
Oh,
and
okay.
they're taping Saturday in Atlanta. So that kind of postponed our trip to New York, but we're trying to make it there within the next month.
All right. Make a little brother know. So I can make some
Okay,
time.
sure.
I can make some time.
We will definitely do that.
Because I would love to meet you and the family.
Well, I don't think the whole family will be able to come, but him and I will be there, and then we can do an interview with you together.
That'd be extra awesome. Because me and you had that very, very long conversation. It was supposed to be an interview, but we would sound like we some chilling buddies. We were chilling, but that day I listened to the footage. The footage sounded so horrible because because I was having issues with the sound equipment, and
Mhm.
that's when we was having the time we was having time delay of the interview and whatnot,
Right.
and we was having the issue of communicating because when I had the headphones on, but still at the same time it was like um, it just sounded so off. It sounded like it's like you were louder than me, and in one moment
Mhm.
I'm louder than you. So I was like, I gotta catch this woman before she might be going out of country or somewhere I can't find her. But I've
Sorry
actually
it took so long to get back to you. We were just doing a whole bunch of things over the summer, but
that's all good.
I'm
Hey,
glad that we finally
summertime.
got a chance to redo it.
Hey, summertime. Get your fun. Get your fun on. Get your get your get. I think you went to Puerto Rico.
Excuse me?
Y'all went out of the country. Y'all went to Puerto Rico, right?
No, the Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
How was it over there?
Okay.
Well, you ain't sounding enthused, huh? What's up? You know, it was like, damn, it ain't sound
It's
good to me.
work. Just work.
Hey, you always go to Tahiti. Is that how I say it? Tahiti? Tahiti. Something like that. But, um, since y'all been doing your thing with business and with family, how what's new coming along with Miss Keke?
Well, like I said, I'm now on-air personality on Chubb Rock Morning Show. It's about to be syndicated. My on-air name is Wife of a Legend.
Wife of a
Um,
legend.
I also have my clothing line, Rock She Boss Apparel, and I just started a shade line called Shady She Boss, which I have different shades to block the haters. Um,
Sweet.
I also have my She Boss Sisterhood movement, which is myself, my PA, Toy Kelly, another motivational speaker, Janice, and my daughter Unique and my daughter Naturelle, and a couple of other young ladies. And it's called Sister Chat, and we're going live this weekend. We're actually going live tonight for the first time, and we're going to be chatting with each other, and it's going to be raw and uncut and uncensored, and we're going to take any questions that either young ladies, older ladies, young males have, older males have, and we're going to be answering your questions on the spot. And it's basically about dating and marriage and sex, and do you involve sex toys, and it's about money. Do you choose somebody for money, or do
Like
you
you
choose them
said,
for love?
raw,
And it's about
uncut,
power. Who
uncensored.
holds the power? Do women hold the power? Do men hold the power? It's just a all-around thing where we're going to be answering everybody's questions.
Sounds like it's gonna be a ball. So how long is this segment gonna be? An hour, 2 hours?
We're going to do it in different segments. I've been putting out the flyers and stuff on Instagram and on Facebook, so they can follow us on Periscope. So everybody will be followed. So if you're following Wife of a Legend at that time, and you can ask me anything, and then I'll put the camera on the other young ladies, and then they can answer, or they might have followers that are asking them certain questions, and then, I'll answer the questions. It's whoever has the best knowledge of the question that's being asked at that moment.
I'm I'm just speechless. y'all gonna have yourselves a bowl tonight, especially when
we are, and then we're going to continue on Sunday at my house, and we're going to have a pool party, and we're going to be answering questions all day Sunday while we're at the pool and we're sipping on whatever. So, it's going to be a fun time. It's basically, that I cater to my curvy women. So, sometimes curvy women are a little insecure about wearing certain things by the pool. So, we're going to have our ladies in different swimsuits and stuff like that. And we're just going to be very fierce and fabulous and fearless on Sunday.
See, I should be down there. Come, do stuff up in here. It's boring. I need to go find me a country guy. That's what seems like.
Well, you can be there via Periscope. Okay, you have a personal invite to be there via Periscope, so you can chat with all the ladies there on Sunday in our swimsuits.
I just started that Periscoping thing. I had a
guest, you did?
I had a guest that just was on the show and just told me about that app, and pretty good. It's a pretty interesting thing. I just need to get a better reach as far as people. I was like, hell,
right.
It's always a start. But
yeah,
I like this app though. This app is nice. I just actually used it on my show for the first time.
Okay, well that's great. That's great.
I most definitely am looking forward on reaching out more with you, and looking forward on having the chance to meet you and Mr. Rock.
Yeah, well, we have to make that happen. Actually, he's right. Actually, he's on his way to the radio station right now because he goes on air in about another hour. So, he's on his way there. He has the radio show in Atlanta middays in Atlanta on Monday through Friday, which is from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. And then he has the morning show, Chubb Rock Mornings, from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., and then he has Digging in the Crates, which is syndicated, and that's a old school hip-hop show, and that's on different cities, and they have different times for that during the weekend. And then he just started Authentic Caribbean, which is an all-reggae show, Caribbean show, and that's here in Atlanta on Saturday nights from 7 to 9.
Love me some old school hip hop. I love my old school rap. I'm talking about like 80s and the 90s. I love that good stuff.
Especially. Yeah, so you're gonna love Chubb Rock Mornings because that's all we play. In the morning time, we're getting you crunk with the old 90s and early 2000 music. That'll take you back to where you want to get up in the morning.
Young folks need to be listening to y'all show. They need to listen to the lyrics from back then because the lyrics today don't mean nothing to me.
They truly don't. But, to each his own. We can't judge, Everybody likes what they like.
I listen to the music to today's rap. The only thing I like is the music. The beat sounds ridiculous. I like the beats. The beat sounds nice. But at the same time, if you're going to do stuff with hot beats, you got to have hot lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
We already know about Meek Mill's goofy ass when it comes to that situation. You take 7 to 10 business days to try and come up with a diss.
Mm-hmm.
And then Drake comes at you with a Drake coffee cake, and he already delivered you nice and fresh. But, we got other rappers out there that I really don't care for because it's just that the form of rap is all about delivery. It's about style, and most definitely it's about can you back it up after somebody done called you out.
Right.
But nowadays, I don't even, it's like this McNeil Drake thing. I didn't find it too fascinating. But I've actually been focusing on the thing that's going on with Kanye West. Want to run for president 2020. The dude said he was high, so that's why I'm like, this dude ain't freaking for real. He said he was smoking something before he even managed to say what he had to say. So pretty much, you know what? I ain't gonna fall for that. Everybody and their mama went ballistic when they heard Kanye West made that announcement. I'm gonna run for president 2020. Whatever. If he
look, if these nuts can run, then I guess Kanye has a little bit of a chance.
I was like, these nuts. He only got 9%. So that's the part that made it extra freaking hilarious. 9% in North Carolina? Damn.
Yeah, you never know. Wife of a Legend may be running in 2020 against Kanye. You never know.
You know what? You know what would be extra? You know what? If Waka Flocka Flam was dead serious, what he say he was running, he actually got that paper in his hand, showing he put his name on the ballot, but he wasn't at age yet.
Right.
He was serious though. So,
right.
But you know what? I could take him seriously. I don't know why. But I'd rather take him seriously over Kanye. Now you know what? Just think about the debate.
What do I think about it?
Now, just imagine the debate between Waka Flocka with Kanye in a presidential debate. Kanye, Republican, Waka Flocka, the Democrat.
Mm.
You got Kanye West, who's the Donald Trump of rap. Waka Flocka Flam, it's the Bernie Sanders. Now, as much as there's crap going on with the presidential election, all that stuff, the Republicans and whatnot, who you think is going to make it to the final decisions?
Probably the Trump card.
I was thinking the same thing too. It's like, I'm sorry. It's even I'm trying to take it seriously.
Yeah.
But
you have to, because it's your future. It's our children's future. So we really do have to take those things seriously, especially the way the economy is right now, and everybody basically killing each other for $1. So, you really do have to take those things seriously. I know our young people really don't, because they're just basically living life as they want to call it, but you do have to take those things seriously. And, you have to make sure that you go out there and you vote, and you make sure that you look up the people that you're out there voting for, so that you don't regret your decision later on.
Mm-hmm. Now, with the Democrats, main two key names, Sanders, Clinton. Who got your mind in that direction?
I really don't know. I think I might just vote for Hillary.
Boo.
I'm ready for a woman. If Michelle was voting, or if Michelle was entering, then that would be a whole different circumstance.
Because if Michelle puts her name on the ballot, it's already a landslide, man. It's already a landslide, man. You already know what's going to happen.
Right. So for right now, I would kind of waver towards Hillary, only because we need to switch it up. We had our African American president, so now I think that is only right that we put a woman in charge.
I just hope we don't have Sarah Palin being in anybody's pocket. I'm dead serious. I actually went on YouTube. I've actually watched at least 3 or 4 clips of some of the dumbest shit she said. Oh man, I'm serious, and I'm wondering, Okay, so I'm wondering, how the hell have they elected that woman to be governor of Alaska? This woman don't even know the founding fathers of the United States. She, some of the stuff she say, she's not even a blonde. She sound like a dumb. She sound like a dizzy
Oh
blonde.
God. Now you're being stereotypical.
I'm just messing with you. You know, I'm just
So
messing with
not right.
you. No, but Sarah Palin, she wants everybody to take her seriously. She even attempted to have her own TV show. That didn't even happen. I think it only no, it wasn't a TV show. It was a YouTube thing that didn't last. Only lasted one episode. That was it.
Mhm.
Nobody could take her seriously, especially she's hot for black, and she's a drunk.
Mhm.
And she can't say what's really on her mind. She just brain farting everywhere she going.
True.
Hell, she even made McCain look bad. Those presidential debates was extra hilarious. I just love to see Joe Biden. You know what? If Joe Biden runs for president, yeah, I might vote for the brother.
Yeah.
But my pocket is on Sanders.
Yeah, even with Ben Carson, if Donald, elected to have him run vice president, I think that they may win.
Vice president, I'm moving to Denmark.
Ben Carson,
Yeah,
the black guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
If Donald Trump if he manages to go win the nomination, and he pulls the race card by having Ben Carson be his running mate, I'm moving to Denmark. You know what? I gotta go to the post office and get me a passport application. since obviously that we already going through our changes. Tupac said it himself. We're going through some changes, and that's why I'm saying we're not going for the right changes. Like right now, New York just okayed the state minimum wage to $15 an hour.
Right.
Now everybody done had their fair share of why the hell they shouldn't even have $15 an hour.
Well, I think they deserve it, especially living in New York, because New York is really expensive.
It's really expensive. Don't get me wrong. I lived here, born here, raised here. And I'm sick and tired of looking at the high pay of rent. It's like the highest amount of rent I ever heard was for like a regular 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom apartment is like nearly $4,000.
Wow. That's crazy.
Studio.
That's a mortgage.
Yeah, studio is nearly $1,600. And
that's insane.
And much as I put my applications in for these apartments and stuff. You know how hard it is to get your name actually called for an appointment to get yourself called because you got yourself an apartment. Man, I actually check out the results. They check by numbers. Man, I remember my number was like 43,278. That's an applicant number. I ain't never gonna hear a phone call from that housing area. But the cost of living in New York is really expensive.
Yes, Lord.
And will I move? Hell no.
Nope.
Why? Why I want to move? I ain't going no damn where. Where am I going? I ain't living in no damn basement.
You said in a basement.
Can't do it. Been there, done that. Can't do it, man. Living in a basement apartment is even harder than living in an apartment by yourself. Because nowadays, these landlords expect you to have 2 sides of income. But it's one of those days, man. It's reality. Reality's really catching up to everybody. regardless of age, race, creed, gender, political background. But hell, you've seen it for yourself, Keke. You're about, hell, if your ass run for governor down there in Georgia. Keke? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
I was like, hello? I'm over here talking to my damn self. I was like, hey, Keke, if you running into politics, you running for governor of Georgia?
You said, would I?
Yeah, would you run if you run for governor of Georgia?
Of course.
All right, I already know what your theme song going to be.
What would that be? Treat him right?
Either that or something else.
Like what?
I don't know yet. I'm just thinking that you might pop out something. I already know the first family. Mr. Rock is your running mate. Deputy governor right there. Got your kids running legislator. Yeah, baby. But has there been any other thing that you would like to talk about, Donna?
Just basically, I need for all of my females, empowered females that are trying to take control of their destiny, to just join me in the She Boss movement and make some things happen. That's really my main goal. My main goal is She Boss and the She Boss movement.
Do you got any merchandise ready
and making
for She
sure
Boss?
that, women of all colors and all sizes stand in their light and take control of their destiny. We do not need somebody else taking control of us and then us complaining about it. We have to start doing our own thing, and we have to start, forming our own businesses and making sure that we're in control of our brand and don't let other people brand us to what they see us doing. We have to find our niche, and we just have to run with it.
I most definitely agree with that one. Because women nowadays need to be looking at a definite look into the future to invest in themselves financially, mentally,
Right.
psychologically, spiritually, when it comes to succeeding into being an entrepreneur, an artist, an entertainer.
Right.
I've always enjoyed seeing women thrive into doing other things as far as like getting their opportunities to shine and make a lot of stuff happen. Already, there was just the first ever female African American mayor of San Antonio, Texas.
Great.
4 women.
Great.
4 women flying planes. 4 black pilots, airline crew, rolled together on an airline plane.
That's awesome.
It was like the youngest person to be voted in as a judge, African young sister by the age of 25. And I want to see more of that. I even saw, I think she was 18, 19 years old. She was appointed judge in the British Parliament, I believe. It was in England. Or was it something else?
Yeah, we need to really step out on faith, and we have to just be fearless. When we set a goal, then, we have to make sure that we follow through with the goal. Of course, there's going to be stumbles. that's what really makes you stronger, and that's what really builds the core of you, is when you have those mishaps and, you know, things may not go the way that you feel that they should go at that given time. But, you know, God has a plan for everybody, but he just wants you to be able to take control of that plan and make sure that, you know, you don't have the wrong circle of people around you that are, you know, sometimes we have people that we are close to, and they really don't have our best interests at heart. You know, they really want to see us fail. So, you know, sometimes he'll give you different, you know, taps on the shoulders and let you know that these people are not really for you, but it's up to us to take heed to it and, you know, try to figure out, you know, why aren't things going right at this point in time? Is it the circle that I'm keeping? Is it, you know, maybe I'm smoking weed, or maybe I'm drinking too much, or maybe I'm not healthy, or I'm eating the wrong things that are somewhat, you know, going down.
Focusing on their lives to build a future for others to see that women can be taken seriously if they put themselves in the serious situation and an environment. We're here at Raw Curves Media. We want to actually give our admiration, dedication to the ones who are actually fighting for a good cause. And the cause is breast cancer awareness. Breast cancer awareness is one of those things that we all should not take for granted. So everybody should have their chances to get themselves checked, man or woman. So most definitely, I'm wearing my pink. So there's nothing wrong with wearing pink. But for Raw Curves Media, this is a definite cause. It definitely means that we, as men and women, should get ourselves checked for breast cancer. So you should definitely get yourselves to go to your doctor and make that happen. Make that appointment. Thank you.